Good morning, Cullman, and thank you for tuning in to Cullman Today. I'm your host, Dustin Isom, and today is Monday, September 2nd. We have a lot to look at in local news today, including an update on a 2023 murder, a grant for Wallace State, and a new volunteer portal from United Way of Cullman County. All of this plus sports, weather, and more, but for now, let's dive into the top stories happening in Cullman today. Cullman County Schools and its central office, along with Cullman City Schools and its offices, are closed today, September 2nd, in observance of Labor Day. Classes will resume for all systems tomorrow, September 3rd. Additionally, all Cullman County and City of Cullman offices will be closed today and will reopen tomorrow. Next up, the Cullman Police Department responded to a death on Logan Street Southwest yesterday morning. Preliminary findings indicate that it does not appear to be criminally related, but rather a medical issue. The deceased has been identified as a 53-year-old male. The investigation remains ongoing, and there are no further details available at this time. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and friends during this difficult time. And to finish out our top stories, late last week, Christopher Dean Eugene Brown, a 22-year-old male from Empire, entered a blind plea of guilty to the murder of 23-year-old Roberto Juarez Ramos from Bluentsville. The fatal shooting occurred on May 21, 2023, at the Cullman City parking deck. According to the Cullman Police Department, officers responded to a call about the shooting at approximately 2:40 a.m. and found Ramos dead at the scene. In the hours following the incident, Cullman Police Chief David Niceta reported that 8 to 10 witnesses at the parking deck positively identified Brown as the shooter. Chief Niceta stated that the witnesses cooperated with law enforcement, which aided in locating Brown. Now that we have the top stories out of the way, we're going to take a quick break before returning with sports. Hello and welcome back. Now it's time to find out what's going on in the world of sports. The college football season officially kicked off this weekend, with both Alabama and Auburn displaying dominant performances. The 5th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide began their 2024 season by routing Western Kentucky with a commanding 63-0 victory on Saturday night. Head coach Kalen DeBauer celebrated his first win at the helm as Alabama amassed 600 total yards of offense while limiting the Hilltoppers to just 145 yards. Quarterback Jalen Milroe was efficient, completing 7 of 9 passes for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also added 2 rushing touchdowns, contributing to a total of 5 touchdowns for the game. Freshman wide receiver Ryan Williams made an impressive debut, scoring touchdowns on his first 2 catches and racking up 139 receiving yards. Kendrick Law also made his mark with a 22-yard touchdown reception. Justice Haynes led Alabama with 102 yards on 4 carries, highlighted by an 85-yard touchdown run in the second quarter. After the starters were pulled midway through the third quarter, running back Daniel Hill and quarterback Ty Simpson each provided rushing touchdowns late in the ballgame. Defensively, Keon Sabb shined in his initial Alabama appearance, collecting 2 first-half interceptions. Deontay Lawson and Jihad Campbell led Alabama with 9 total tackles, and Q Robinson notched the Crimson Tide's only sack. Alabama will return to Bryant-Denny Stadium to host USF Saturday. Meanwhile, on the Plains, Auburn made a statement with a 73-3 victory over Alabama A&M at Jordan-Hare Stadium, marking the 800th win in program history. Peyton Thorne was a standout, accounting for 5 touchdowns in the first half alone. He completed 13 of 21 passes for 322 yards and 4 touchdowns, in addition to rushing for 49 yards and a touchdown before sitting out the second half. Auburn wasted no time, taking the lead in just 4 plays and 47 seconds. On his first carry, Juarez Hunter dashed 34 yards to the end zone, putting Auburn up 7-0. The Tigers continued to dominate, accumulating over 600 yards of total offense and racing past the Bulldogs 73-3. Auburn will look to continue its momentum next Saturday as they host California in the second game in their 5-game homestand. That covers sports for today. Make sure to check with the Cullman Tribune each day for the latest in sports coverage from across the area. We'll be right back after this message. Hello and welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with the news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. The Operation Roundup Board recently announced a generous $40,000 paper grant that will benefit several local schools, including Cullman County Schools, Cullman City Schools, Sacred Heart, St. Paul's, St. Bernard, Cullman Christian, Meek, and Addison. This funding aims to provide essential paper supplies, ensuring that students and teachers are well equipped for a successful school year. The grant greatly alleviates financial burdens for these schools, with the funds and paper being distributed fairly across all institutions based on student enrollment. Cullman Women's Sing is preparing for a new choral season, with their first rehearsal scheduled for tomorrow, September 3rd at 6:30 p.m. at 7th Street Baptist Church. This welcoming group is open to women age 18 and older from the Cullman area who share a passion for singing and community music. Meeting weekly on Tuesday nights throughout the fall and spring, Cullman Women's Sing typically prepares for 2 major concerts each year, held in December and May. For those interested in joining, you can find more information by messaging the group directly through their Facebook page, Cullman Women's Sing, to learn all the details on how to get started. Wallace State Community College has been awarded $129,500 in funding from the United States Department of Transportation's Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration through a Commercial Motor Vehicle Operational Safety Grant for fiscal year 2024. This funding will provide scholarships to 37 students and help increase the number of commercial driver's license holders who receive enhanced operator safety training. Eligible applicants include current or retired service members, nuclear families of active or retired members, and individuals from underrepresented populations such as women, persons with disabilities, and low-income individuals. To apply for a scholarship, interested individuals can contact Carrie Jordan at 256-352-7482 or via email at carrie.jordan@wallacestate.edu. For more information about Wallace State's CDL program, reach out to the Center for Career and Workforce Development at 256-352-7452 or email anna.parish@wallacestate.edu. Classes are available during the day, at night, and on weekends, lasting from 3 to 4 weeks. Are you looking to accumulate volunteer hours? The United Way of Cullman County has launched its volunteer portal, where you can easily track your volunteer hours and stay informed about the community's current needs. Whether you're a student needing hours for a project or simply looking to give back, the portal provides numerous opportunities for you to get involved and make a meaningful impact. Visit the volunteer portal today to discover how you can contribute and stay engaged with our community's initiatives. Partner agencies offering volunteer opportunities include Cullman Caring for Kids, Friends of the Public Libraries of Cullman County, Girl Scouts of North Central Alabama, First Source for Women, Pilot Light Home, Good Samaritan Health Clinic, and Hope Horses Incorporated. Now, for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message.
Discover what's buzzing in Cullman with Community Matters, where every story pops off the page with local flair. It's the magazine that's got the inside track on what's now, what's new, and who's who. Get the lowdown on top eats and 411 on recipes that'll turn up your summer cooking game. Relive our local team's triumphs on the sports fields and pencil in summer's hottest events for fun the whole family will love. Get your copy of Community Matters at the Cullman Tribune, any of the local businesses on screen, or scan the QR code.
Welcome back. We're happy to report that there are no obituaries to share this morning, so now let's take a look at today's weather forecast. Today, you can expect plenty of sunshine with a high reaching near 90 degrees. Tonight, it will remain mostly clear as temperatures dip to around 65. Looking ahead to tomorrow, there's a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Overall, it will be partly sunny with a high near 88. Tomorrow night, expect mostly cloudy skies with a low of around 66. That concludes another edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. But for now, I'm Dustin Isom with Cullman Today, wishing you a great day, Cullman.